everybody. Welcome to Kuso6rande. I forgot to hit the go live button. Oh, that is a bad sign of things to come. Well, everybody, welcome to Kuso6rande. I've been talking to myself for about 5 minutes now. And oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Who's getting forgiven for what? I was doing a whole explanation that maybe this round's title is not the best timed title, but I'm not changing the title right now. I am live, we've got a stream to go, and I have been talking. I did a whole introduction and everything, everybody. Okay, like literally nobody's gonna hear that. Maybe it's for the better, okay? It's probably for the better. Mutually assured destruction this round is all about giving out the worst of the worst. This is the winner's bracket final. We have a very, very bad game right now. And you know what? Let's just do this, okay? I've ruined the whole introduction. This is Kuso6rande. Maybe it's expected. Thank you so much for the subs and everybody who came in and talked in chat. I was asking people, like, I was wondering, chat is not very talkative today, and it's the winner's final, and we've still got 0 viewers? What is going on? Well, it helps when you go live. So welcome, everybody, and please welcome on in the GM of possibly the worst game being given out. I don't know if it is the worst game, but possibly the worst game being given out this year. Jeff. XVX. Jeff, come on in. Let's talk. I swear I am actually streaming right now. I swear this, okay? Absolutely. I like Magnet Man. Magnet Man's a good quality man, okay? Everybody, if you had a man made out of magnets, you too could be living the Kuso dream. I don't know, then again, like, what if you had a magnet man to love, but you also had a pacemaker? That sounds really bad, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say no magnet men for the people who have pacemakers. You're banned from getting yourself a magnet man. The stream is light, chat is pre-recorded. Yeah, everybody. This may or may not be live. Who knows? Well, I am trying to poke Jeff, see if he wants to come and chat. Maybe he's too afraid of his own game. I'm a little scared. Yeah, I do know that Jeff has been a busy little bumblebee these last few days, just sort of floating around, being like, hey, I'm a bumblebee, I gotta go get some honey. Okay, I know that bumblebees don't make honey, but, you know, I gotta go pollinate the flowers. I'm a little cute little bumblebee. Should I just introduce the game? Because I actually know nothing about this game. Everybody, yay, nay, hey. Essentia, you love Magnet Man? Well, Magnet Man is attracted to you. Probably because of all the iron in your blood. See, unfortunately, I still have low iron. Like, even though I've been taking iron supplements for, like, I don't know, what, 2 years now, I still have low iron in my blood. I'm a vampire. Magnet Man hates me. That's it. Yeah, apparently our whole family is anemic. Nah. Oh, Jeff! I think Jeff's here. Hello there!
Hello.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you.
It's so good to be here.
Yeah, I have missed you, but I know that like I was saying on stream, you've been a busy little bumblebee. You go around, just flow around, just pollinating things. You know, you kill a little bumblebee, you.
Yeah, I have been a busy little bee.
Aw, well, you know, everyone be grateful that Jeff is here to give out a game. I don't know, should they be grateful with this game?
The audience should be.
Okay, so, is this game hideous?
It is a game.
Okay.
It has no sound, no graphics, and no name.
Okay. Well, that sounds hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
go ahead.
described by the developer as probably one of the hardest games ever invented. And
See,
so we're
but
gonna
that's
have
the
them-
developer saying it.
So we're going to have them put the difficulty setting to maximum.
Okay. Okay, great. People are saying that's a worrying description. No graphics, no sound. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing my own soundtrack during that. What game is this then?
It is a game with no name.
Literally the game with no name, everybody.
The game.
Yeah.
Although I have a feeling there are other games with no name. This is the game with no name.
True. People are asking if it's a text adventure.
It is text. It is not an adventure. I mean, in a metaphorical sense, it'll be an adventure.
Yeah, I really have no idea what we're up for, everybody. All I have seen of the game is the title screen, which is going by really fast for some reason.
Yeah. So they have it set to the highest setting as far as speed. That makes it most difficult. If you put it on the normal setting, all of the text scrolls normally.
Okay, yeah, everybody, you'll see that in a minute after I finish capturing this. Well, we're gonna have 1 hour with the game with no name. I'm genuinely terrified of what we may have here, though. I don't know what this is gonna be, except that there will be suffering, and it's not my fault this time. Yeah.
Yeah, there will be a description as we go along as to what's going on, because it may be a little inscrutable otherwise.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me. You are the master, and I am the apprentice this time, I suppose. You wanna be my master? Wait, that should not be a question I ask on this stream. Okay, never mind. Taking that back. Bad Jeff.
What did I do?
You made me try to use my brain, and I said something stupid.
Hey, you can turn your brain off for the rest of this.
Here's the game. We're gonna play random Kuso music as this goes. So everybody kick back and see this. Yeah, like I said, there's a little speed here, and I can't read any of the text below the scores.
So just to be clear, this is not an emulation glitch. It is properly set to emulate a PC, and when you turn the speed all the way up, this is just what happens. It plays like a normal game if you put the speed to minimum. I mean, normal is a relative thing, but it appears to be a video game if you put the speed at normal.
I'm terrified of what's gonna happen. By normal, what do you mean by normal?
It looks like it would almost be playable.
Jeff. Everybody, sometimes in Kuso6rande, things suck. Just so you know, everybody. And, by the way, yeah, Time Wander, is that the fastest speed, or is there one more level that you can up on that? Because it looks like it's not quite all the way to the right there.
I think that's it. It, like... You'll sometimes see it blink on the last one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that just because of the flashing colors?
Yeah, I think so.
I am so surprised by everything that we see here. Yeah, Genie, by the way, is currently getting ready. I believe Gene may be back. But basically I'm just waiting for Gene to confirm that they are good to go. Time Wanderer chilling on the screen here. I have no idea what we're gonna have here. I don't even know what genre of game this is. I do know that this is going to be ludicrous.
It's a puzzle platformer. That's text.
Puzzle platformer that's text. Okay. By the way, Cadus is absolutely correct in chat. He is saying, or they are saying, this is the last non-elimination match in Kuso6. We are right at the end. They are our official referee and have done a fantastic job in the past. And I'm excited to see if we will even be able to tell what's going on when we get started. So let's do this, everybody. And also, please forgive me for everything.
I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry that Jeff isn't sorry. Best of luck to the players. And everybody spam all of your best ASCII emotes? I don't know, anything that's text-based. Spam any text emotes you have.
And smiles.
Because we
Smiles
are starting.
too.
Oh, it's Dwarf Fortress.
That's what I thought you might say. So what they have to do is guide their character to collect all the diamonds on the level. As you can see in the bottom right, there are 10 diamonds on this level, and once you collect them all, you clear the screen. You can see over on the right, there are, I don't know what you call them, but yellow dust. You can use the switch to turn that off. The switch is the...
Oh, there we go.
Colored thing, yeah.
It looks like the Crusher got Time Wanderer. One thing that concerns me is that it seems like this is one of those games where you have to, like, it's got the text type of scrolling. If you hold right, eventually you start moving. Otherwise, you may have to mash in order to get moving in that direction.
You don't
I'm not
really
sure.
need to match on this. So, because... Okay, so here's the deal with this game. It trolls you, and this is the one nice thing I've done, and it's not because I care about the players, it's just to make it easier to referee. There is a key on the first level, and I guess you can't see it on either of the screens right now because they've both gotten it.
Okay.
You need the key in level 5. You can't clear level 5 without the key. However, when you game over and continue, you continue without the key.
Okay.
So the thing you can see on Time Wanderer's screen now, all the way on the far right, there's a green...
Oh yeah, it looks sort of like a horn of sorts, yeah.
Yeah, that's the key. And when you get it, it will say door key on the bottom left.
Yeah, I see that on Genie's screen right now.
Yeah, so if you continue, you won't have a door key, and it doesn't tell you that. It has passwords, and seems like a normal continue system, but it doesn't remember that you have the door key. So...
Is this just
fun.
a left and right game?
Yep, that's it. Controls are left and right, and then
do you
hit
automatically
down.
jump every time you move?
Yeah, I guess you could call it jumping. If you can, if there's an obstacle to your right and you hit right, you send it. You use down to activate and to take the diamond. So like you move on top of the diamond, you hit down and it captures it. That's not happening automatically. Same thing with the switch that you use to turn off the yellow things. You use down to activate that switch.
By the way, people are asking, is the game supposed to move this fast? And we'll go ahead and say that because this is the winner's final, and because it's an option in the game, we have given them the requirement to use the fastest speed possible for the game, which makes this even more of a nightmare. Hey, when we said we were bringing out the nukes, we weren't kidding.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't do this because it's just unfair. The only reason I'm doing it is because this is themed as a nuke round, and so, you know, it's their fault for getting this far in the tournament. But the average competitor, I wouldn't do this to.
Well, thank you, Jeff. I'm glad that we're not average. This is the last game. This is not the last game of Kuso6. This is the last game of the winner's bracket. We still need to wrap up the loser's bracket and then have the grand finals, which will be a gauntlet of, well, not a gauntlet per se, but there will be 3 games given out. Get excited, everybody. We are almost finished. 4 matches left in Kuso6, and this is one of them.
This is a match.
Yeah, that's what I have been told by the officials here.
So I'm pretty sure we'll see a clear on level 1. The thing is just that because it's so fast, reaction time is a huge thing. And I don't know why it looks like folks are having some internet issues. This is not very difficult on the bitrate.
Well, I mean, there are some times that you just have internet issues. Welcome to streaming.
You know, you could stream this with a 2400 baud modem, I think.
Man, you're talking about fancy modems here. 300 baud all the way.
I never had a 300 baud, although I had a friend that did, and I don't know whether this was true or not, but people claim that they could whistle at 300 baud.
Huh. Okay, so Gene Genie is aware that their internet is not working as well as it should be, but really not a whole bunch you can do about that. Hopefully the internet gets a little bit more stabilized, and we will check to see if it has any issue. Yeah, Time Wanderer also said that there may be internet issues on their side, on his side, because of bad weather. He does have a backup power battery, so as long as the internet doesn't die in the first 30 minutes or so, probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, we have some bad weather in the US. It's snowing where I am, which is, I guess, fortunate because it would be a lot of rain if it was raining.
Okay, so I am telling Gene Genie if they need extra time due to troubleshooting, we will let them know. They should let us know, and you know, sometimes technical difficulties do happen. I don't want one of our players to completely stop due to the other player having an issue, unless they are aware of that. Yeah, local recording would definitely be a way to resolve this as well if there are issues. Okay, Gene Genie's internet may be coming back. Maybe. Let me refresh.
It's already hard enough to follow what's going on in this match with just one screen.
The movement in this game seems like it's going to be the most frustrating because, like, here's the deal. Yeah, the game is extremely sped up, but at the same time, I feel like you would be able to react if the character, like, okay, because it looks like if you hold right, you will start moving fast. However, it takes about a second or so in order for that movement to kick in. Am I right or wrong about that?
If you just push right, it happens immediately. I don't remember.
Then how come Time Wanderer is stopping between each movement? Like, you see him move one little bit to the right and then starts moving extremely quickly.
Yeah, it might be if you hold right. I never held right because you will then move really fast.
Well, yeah, that I can deal with moving really fast. It's just, you know, giving me what's that game? Yeah, I think that if you do hold left or right, it is keyboard repeat, and okay. So Genie is doing a local recording.
All right, great.
Okay, Stream Hatman, thank you so much for the raid. What's that one game that NPC decided to speedrun for some reason? And actually ran for GDQ at one point, because that game is bad and hurts and also uses the keyboard repeat when moving around on it. The difficult thing about this is that because of left and right, there's going to be a lot of keyboard mashing, which can be extremely difficult. And I don't recall if either of these players, we have had players who have arthritis issues, and that can be a problem for them. Dana says Cybergenic Ranger is the game that I'm thinking of. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
we checked with these players. They are okay using the keyboard for this.
Good.
And I mean, the reaction time really is difficult in this. So I mean, I found that to be more of an issue than mashing, really. I mean,
Okay, reaction time was a little bit of a bigger issue for you. Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, you don't need to mash. You know, you can take your time moving if you need to.
Question though, there is a fuel gauge as well as a bonus gauge. I assume bonus just gives you extra points if you manage to finish within a certain amount of time. What about fuel?
So fuel is actually just a count of how many diamonds you've gotten. So the point of the game is to fill up your whole fuel bar by collecting all the diamonds.
Yes. Our ship is fueled with diamonds, everybody.
Yes, you've crash landed on an alien planet, and collecting the diamonds is how you refuel your ship. I'm not sure how you deal with the crashed part of it, but I guess the diamonds fix that too.
Yeah, this is certainly a video game so far. Time Wanderer, though, managed to get a high score. Not that the score matters, but you might as well put something in there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So one thing that I've learned, running Snoopy for Commodore 64 on the highest frame rate there, oftentimes what you need to start doing is thinking less about getting perfect timing on something and more buffering and getting visual cues to know when you can move. I guess that is a little bit of the timing. Visual cues are extremely important with something like this.
Yeah, I'd say that's right. I mean, I guess what I was calling reaction time, it's so fast that you need to know exactly what it is you need to do. The game's going to play the same every time. It's not like there's RNG in this. So once you figure out the patterns and exactly where you want things to be when you hit the button, then you can go ahead and do it. It's just hard.
Yeah, it certainly is. Cadus is saying this is just low definition adventure ball. Low def, high speed. Not gonna get much faster action these days, you know, in your video games.
I'm pretty sure we'll see at least level 2, though.
Yeah, we're gonna see level... Like, we've got a full hour of this, okay? We're doing... as far as I can tell, the players are doing great so far, considering the level of difficulty that you gave them.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've gotten... I've seen 8 diamonds, at least so far, and they just need to figure out what to do with those green verticals.
The green... Yeah, honestly, though... Like, I can see how to get the 9th diamond. That one's a little bit rough to deal with, considering that you end up falling through the diamond into the platform below, and when you do that, it's going to, with the red dot moving left and right, how do you even deal with that?
So the verticals are out of sync, right? So you need to wait for them to line up.
Yeah, if they line up correctly, they will bounce the red thing back to the left or back to the right, depending on how they are lined up, and that could help a little bit with some of the time. I'm looking at the diamond. Let me see if I can point to it, or draw. Can I draw like a circle? Can I add a shape? I'll just add text, and it's going to be the letter O. Okay.
It's going to be like a football play-by-play?
Yeah. Right here, everybody. This diamond is what I'm talking about. This one right here. Actually, I can share my screen. That one, I think, is going to be very difficult for the players to get. Why? You've got these bouncing balls up above it. You've got the red ball bouncing back and forth below it. Falling through the diamond, you have to time it both to not take damage and die from the bouncing ball above it, and time it with the bouncing ball below it. And if you don't get the timing for 2 moving objects at the same time, you're just dead. There's no getting around that.
Well, there's actually, I mean, you can stand on top of the diamond and not get hit by the thing above it. There is one space there. So it's just getting hit by the one below it that's the trouble. But
that's the main trouble? Okay, I didn't know you could
it's hard to get onto that platform to begin with, because the moving thing on the top, you need to get the timing precisely when you're at the platform so it doesn't push you all the way up. I'm
refreshing both streams, by the way. Don't worry. Gene Genie is doing a local recording. Luckily, Time Wanderer's internet has been fairly stable, so we can watch this nightmare of a game. Which, I'm going to go ahead and say that just because it shows up on Kuso6rande does not mean that it's an unenjoyable game. In fact, I feel like at a reasonable speed, this could potentially be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I generally try to give out games that are, you know, bad but kind of fun in the spirit of Kuso6rande. But I'm really leaning into the nuclear part of this.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. Essentially, there's some games that usually we either reserve for when this specific round happens. Ooh, Gene Genie, oh, so close! Managed to get the 9th diamond there, but died. However, I do think Gene may be the first one to get the 9th diamond.
Yeah, I think so. And they're actually doing remarkably well for this far into it.
Yeah. So, yeah, the whole idea with the nuke round is that the players are getting something really, really, really that's going to hurt them. They're not going to enjoy it.
Yes.
They might end up enjoying it under different circumstances, but as the race, as what we are giving them, no, there is no joy to be had, only pure suffering. I love that chat is like, I don't think they'll even reach the door in level 5 at this rate. Yeah, if you get a game over, do you have to go back to level 1?
Yes.
Wow. That's
the
nice.
rules.
I just love the giant blood explosions sometimes when you die. It's so good.
I mean, there wouldn't really be any point in letting them continue down a path that they're going to be soft locking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
by the way,
wow.
It looks like Darren Heaton also did some work. You see, it was designed and programmed by Darren Heaton. I actually love that it's super easy to see who worked on this game. I feel like more modern games should have things visible like this. It's great. Darren Heaton, by the way, also worked on Wolfsbane for DOS, which looks like a more traditional adventure game of sorts.
Yeah, this was also back in an era where credits did not have the first name. They only used the first initial so that people wouldn't be getting too well known.
That's dumb. Why not get well known? If you get well known, then like more people will buy your games, won't they?
Well, you know, they won't necessarily. Well, that's the thing. They're just the people that work on the game, right? I'm talking about like people want to buy a Nintendo game. They want to buy Mario. You don't want them to get too attached to one developer because they might follow that developer to somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, Time Wanderer getting through. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, Time Wanderer is through the green logs.
Yeah, Genie got through the green logs earlier, but hadn't gotten the 7th and 8th, or the 8th and 9th diamonds.
Oh my gosh. Oh, apparently Time Wanderer did miss one before that, so... but still, this is... Like, honestly, I feel like sometimes it's worth just practicing an area that looks intimidating to you. You know, even if you technically are not going to make progress on a specific run, that's fine. A little bit of practice helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of, I guess, meta strategy that you get at this level of, in the tournament, where people not only have to be good at the games, they have to figure out how to be good at learning the games very quickly.
Yeah, and when you only have an hour to learn how to deal with absolutely ridiculous speeds that the developers probably also didn't intend anybody to play with, and just gave that as an option just because, you have to put a lot of work into learning the game. Genie is currently giving us a slideshow of the fastest game in the world. I hope you love it, everybody. Yeah.
So there is an instruction screen, and it is not particularly informative. But I'll tell you what it says, because when you actually select the instructions on the main menu, it locks up the game and dumps you back to DOS. But I'll tell you what it says.
Sure, go for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to learn, Jeff.
Okay, so the green things that move up and down are called vertical.
Okay. Good.
In later levels, there will be the same green things but moving left and right, and those will be called horizontal.
Oh no, horizontal.
The switch that's on the floor that turns off the yellow stuff, that is called tap.
Ooh, okay.
The door key is called door key.
The door key. I like it.
And the diamonds are called diamond.
Okay.
The light blue things that move up are called lift. I don't know if that's because this is like a UK thing that they're referring to.
From what I'm seeing, I believe this was made in the UK, but I'm not completely sure. I'm looking for more information about Darren Heaton. But yeah, I believe this was a UK game.
Certainly sounds like a UK name. But yeah, so that's why it's a lift. We in the US would call it an elevator otherwise.
Yeah, everybody, don't worry too much about Gene Genie. We are gonna probably see the internet die and come back. And if it keeps up like this, Gene Genie does have a local recording that we can use to verify how far they have made it. It's a little bit... There's nothing you can really do. If Capcom happens, Capcom happens. Yeah, we get to see Pepsi Man crying. That's always good. I like Pepsi Man. And I like him suffering. Like, honestly, he deserves it.
Well, so both players have at least put together the building blocks of what it takes to beat this level. They've, at one point or another, been able to get each of the diamonds. So they just need to do it all together in one run to get to the second level, at which point they will promptly die and need to start over again.
Okay.
But the game is so rude because it gives you passwords. Oh, look at that. We got a password.
Wait, Genie has beaten level 1? We didn't...
Yes.
Oh, no, we didn't get to see it, but... I mean, that's good. That's a good sign. Sequencer.
Yeah,
okay.
So if you game over and you type in sequencer to take you back here, it'll take you back here without the door key.
Which is fine, right?
I mean, you can continue level 2 without the door key. You just won't be able to get past level 5 when you get there.
Okay, are you going to permit them to keep doing level 2? No, they have to go back to the beginning.
Right.
That's not nice.
This is a desert island. So, I guess you can eat it. Oh, and there we go, back to level 1. But that was still pretty cool to get to see level 2 for a moment.
Yay, level 2.
But it may be now that Gene Genie has the timing down that we will see level 2 a few more times. And I think Time Wanderer is not far behind in terms of getting the timing down.
Okay. Yeah, what's interesting to me is that, like, I'm looking... Oh, you know what? I know how to stalk somebody a little bit better. We're doing this. We're figuring this out. Okay?
There's a question in chat about the fuel. The fuel is just how many diamonds you've collected, because the diamonds fuel your spaceship to get you off of this horrible planet that you're on.
Yeah, gotta put the fuel in. Gotta... This is a horrible planet. I don't want to live there.
Well, nobody does. Except, I mean...
Time Wanderer, by the way, is asking in Discord a question. Do they need the key and all diamonds to clear the level?
For our purposes, yes, they need the key. So the answer is yes. I think it will technically allow you to finish the level without the key, but that would not be in the spirit of what we're doing. Because that soft locks you if you do that.
Okay, I think that giving them a reason why getting the key is required is helpful. It's to avoid a soft lock. should they reach level 5, which is not going to happen.
That's true. But, you know, the thing is, when I hand out games, even nukes, I always say to myself, there's no way they're going to get to level X. And, you know, at least 25% of the time they do. And so
Okay.
it's really hard for me to know when you have some of our best players competing in a match, just what is possible.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I am finding a little bit more information about Darren, because he worked on another game called Wolfsbane, which was made by a company that made no other games, but was published by Merit Software, which was formerly Zeppelin Games, formed in 1994, published that game in 1995, and they were located in, I don't know. They were in charge of marketing and distribution of Merit's other games into the European marketplace as well. Let me take a look. Why do I see Infogrames here? Okay, the company eventually became Utechnics Limited, which was specifically UK. So yes, this is a UK game. We have confirmed. So there you go. Yeah, but made by one person and, you know, distributed by one person. I bet that this was probably just available for download for free for people to play, or, you know, put into some collections. Like, honestly, for coming out in 1990, it is a fairly crude platformer, but what other games came out? What other platforms came out in 1990? You had the Flintstones, made by Hot Dog Scam guy, Arnold Zahler, you know.
Yeah, there weren't a ton of platformers coming out for the PC at this time. I mean, you know, when you finally got some of the Apogee games coming out, that was pretty amazing for their time. There just weren't that many platformers.
Okay. Let's see.
And this was kind of neat that they did this as a text-based game. I mean, it was cool because you could play it even on a CGA display. I mean, I guess you could even play it on a monochrome if you wanted, although that would probably be not a lot of fun. Because the graphics are pretty
yeah,
important.
I feel like you would still be able to play this pretty well even without colors if you're colorblind, you know. Basically, if it moves, you don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find out pretty quickly which are the light blue instead of dark blue tiles that function in elevators. So yeah, you can still play it, but it is kind of neat that it would play, you know, sort of whatever kind of computer you have, it'll work on it. And, you know, I generally found the CGA graphics of the time to be kind of ugly and that they didn't really age very well. This is kind of cool looking, right? I mean, I think so. I think this aged a lot better than a lot of CGA games.
I would say so. Honestly, when you embrace a computer's limitations rather than trying to make something that will not look good, it tends to age a lot better. I mean, you know, people joke about, I think, the new Pokemon game, but it's so stylized that, you know, it really works. The Wind Waker, for example, when it was released, I thought, oh, this just looks like crap. It doesn't have fancy graphics, but it's aged so well because they embraced the graphic limitations. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to me that generally, like, sort of cartoony style or things that have been that were not intended to be realistic have been the things that aged the best from the retro era.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that this game would probably end up being a lot of fun at a reasonable speed. And Flannelcat hopping in saying that this looks awesome. But of course, we gave them the hardest difficulty, which is playing it at the fastest speed possible. So, so far I believe only Genie has seen level 2. Still a significant amount of progress making it to level 2.
Yeah, I agree. This was also one of the ones where I wonder, like, if I really give them the hardest setting, is anybody gonna get anywhere? Like, is it even possible to get to level 2? The answer is yes. Apparently, it is. But yeah, I mean, it's. I found it to be fine on the lowest speed setting. On average, it's still kind of impossible.
Okay.
On lowest, it feels okay. The thing is, though, that the soft lock thing is such a troll. with the key.
Yeah. I mean, it's more of a troll that you're not letting them use passwords, but I can also appreciate that.
Well, because, the game gives you these passwords, and so you'd think, okay, it has a password feature, I can use it. But using the password feature is deliberately going to make you not be able to progress.
I do love that it's a deliberate evil thing put in by the dev.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, I guess in a sense, you're saying to the player, hey, if you're just playing this casually and you don't really care about beating the game, then we'll let you get a little bit further by using
then again, I think it lets you practice some of the later levels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that it rewards you for having one solid, really good run through the first 5 levels so that you can continue. Passwords will help you prepare to get your solid run done. I think that I personally wouldn't go with that decision when making a game, but I can sort of understand the value of having that as well as the key in the first level.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clearly intended to be a troll because when you get to level 5, the scrolling text says you need that door key here.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
And there's no real indicator when you're continuing, hey, you're going to lose your door key. There's just no warning. And you forget, all right, there's this door key. Why? It doesn't do anything in level 1. Why do I need it? Why do I even need it? I don't think anybody would think, oh, well, clearly what they're doing is they're giving you a useless password system, right? That's just not a rational conclusion to come to, but it is the correct one.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I just learned something that I'm not a fan of. Okay, here's the deal. When looking for the developer of this game, one of the only references that I found about him, about Darren Heaton, is in this .pdf file on Texas State of all things. They have a list of 81 pages of DOS games and their names, and let me just say that I found some games here that I never knew were on DOS, and I'm a little bit horrified. Especially since Titus's name is right next to a couple of these. Oh.
There are certainly a couple of DOS games, which sometimes they're even ports from good games. I handed out Ninja Gaiden once, but it was for DOS, and that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I see Super Cauldron.
Yeah.
1993. Also, there was a DOS port of Surf Ninjas? What the freaking crap? Who would make that? Oh, Capstone would make that. That's why. Okay.
You're probably the same people that they hired to make Mega Man DOS.
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, this looks really bad. Now, Mega Man DOS was made by a fan. Mega Man DOS is a fan game.
It is?
That actually started as a fan game, and the person asked, "Can I publish this, Capcom?" And Capcom's like, "You know what? Sure, go for it. You know, we'll go ahead and publish it." And, you know, so I have a lot of respect for Mega Man 1 and 3 on DOS because Capcom essentially let a fan game come to life and actually made it official.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same
so
person.
everybody, if you're watching and you bashed Mega Man DOS, shame on you. Shame on you. JK. Like, it's not great, but you know, if it didn't have Mega Man on it, I feel like it would be one of those forgotten platformers because it's actually kind of okay.
Yeah, it is very okay. And in fact, in terms of the DOS era, the platformers were so bad to the extent that they existed that even mediocre ones were pretty fun when I found them.
Oh, yeah. People are talking about Ghosts and Goblins DOS. I like Castlevania DOS. That one is one of my favorite ports that never should have happened.
There is a speedrun community for DOSylvania.
Oh, thank goodness. I love it. DOSylvania is so much... Like, I think it's genuinely a lot of fun, but it is not good. Someone ported Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to DOS? Like, I'm learning so much right now.
And those are the, I guess, official ports. You should see
this looks like the NES version got ported.
You should see what the bootlegs of it look like.
Oh, I've seen some unofficial TNMT games. They're fun. I think they were for DOS, yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy things that people have made back then.
Yeah. Wait. Let me scroll to the RoboCop section of this and of this document that I have because it should be like 2 or 3 pages long. It's not. They only list 3 RoboCop games. What? Okay. This list that I'm looking at from Texas State from, what, 2013 or something? 2014. This is very incomplete. There is Robo-Man, though, so that kind of excites me.
Yeah, the state of software preservation back then isn't what it is today. It was actually even, I mean, a lot of the games were known, but they weren't cataloged very nicely, so it was hard to make lists like that.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that, like, people did put effort into conserving some of the video games that otherwise would have disappeared. I mean, look at this game by Darren Heaton, you know, people downloaded them on bulletin boards. Kata said that they remember getting this game on the bulletin board back in the day, which is really cool, but it could have been lost so easily. It could have just been gone forever.
Yeah.
Like, my father made a little dinky game for Atari that, you know, never, as far as I know, it never got uploaded anywhere. It's gone forever. And it's not good, but still, it was something that he just wanted to make and wanted to share with his kids, and, you know, it was important to us.
Oh, that's a really nice story.
Yeah.
But it had a sad ending, though, right? I mean, it got lost.
I mean, it got lost, but, you know, I think most people would probably look at it and be like, you know, this is at the best mediocre when it comes to Atari. At the worst, why are you able to despawn platforms if you jump into them a certain way? Like, it makes it almost unplayable in certain areas. And, you know, but it was just a guy trying to learn how to do a little development, who had played a lot of games, who was, you know, kind of like, even though he was a mechanic, he was also a nerd at heart and wanted to make something and to share it with his kids. Like, the story that goes along with a lot of these games is often just as important as the game itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, we have none of the story of Darren Heaton here, and I am very curious what the story is. And the music on my playlist just keeps repeating, so I'm gonna go and switch to a different song so that we stop that.
Do you have some Rocky and Bullwinkle we can play?
I don't want to.
I didn't. Okay, fair enough.
Jade Strike X, the game that we have here, does have speed options. You can play this at a much slower speed, but simply put, we have given the players the ultimate challenge to play this at the top speed possible, given by the developers. And right now, Gene Genie is in the lead. There is a good chance that they could make it into the grand finals. As long as Time Wanderer doesn't make it to level 2, Gene Genie is in there. But we've still got 15 minutes, and all it takes is one good run.
Yeah, exactly.
The powerful lead have got through the first screen once, says Mazian, and the thing is, it is.
Yeah. I don't think that the developers actually expected anybody to play it on this speed. I think they're just like, hey, what speeds do we have? Like 1 through 100? Sure. I mean, I don't know why we'd want to do that, but sure, why not?
You're probably right about that, yeah.
Like, if nobody wants to pick it, that's fine. Nobody would be dumb enough to do this. I don't think they imagined a world in which, you know, decades into the future, people would be forced to play this.
No, like, this would have been unimaginable. Back in 1990, being like, hey, we're sitting here, we've got 181 people watching a game being played at literally the fastest speed that is possible per the game design. And people's their place in a tournament depends on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darren Heaton, I want you to know how much we appreciate what you did. If you ever see this video, okay, I have a huge appreciation for this. Should it have ever gone this fast? No. But then again, I sort of think that if it's a setting that people can put, why not? You know, why not let the people crank the game up to unimaginable speeds, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
with that said,
am.
I hope that we get a sequel of the game with no name one day, you know?
There'll be another game with no name.
Yeah.
Can there be a game with no name too? Or does that break the whole concept?
I think that the name is ironic. Crap, the robot is attacking my chair now. Ugh. We've got a vacuum robot, and it's attacking my chair.
Oh, yeah, they do
it's
that.
Violent.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Wait, see, what you
rams
need
as
is
hard as it can.
you need a cat to sit on top of it and guide it.
This is not a Roomba. This is a bootleg Roomba.
Okay, then
I
you need
think
a
a cat
bootleg
would
cat.
We don't have a cat, but if anybody wants to donate one, I'll put it on this Roomba. Fake Roomba. Oh great, now it's probably gonna get stuck under Justin's chair and start beeping to get freed. That's what it does, it gets stuck and then it just beeps.
I mean, that's like a lot of the games I pick.
Oh, that's true. Unfortunately, the game that we're watching does not have any beeping. Although,
No
honestly, I feel like, you know, this came out in 1990, and game development tools have come so far since then. Like, you could probably, like, just in Game Maker, in about an hour, you could make something that probably has better physics than this. But I'm just thinking in programming methods back in 1990, what would it take to do something like this?
So, I mean, my guess is that this was made in BASIC.
Yeah, that's what a lot of games were made in back then, yeah. GG, how did you get through that? Okay, that was really funny. I don't know if you saw that, but it was good.
I missed that, sorry.
It's okay. Genie just basically held left and managed to both get the red diamond up at the top, fall down, avoid the bouncing ball back and forth, and get past all 3 of the vertical moving platforms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Robot, stop it! Oh my gosh. It's being violent.
I'm almost glad that they didn't make sound for this, because so many of the attempts to make sound for DOS games that use PC speakers really actually made the games worse.
I think the robot managed to... Yep, it just got on top of one of my chair wheels and was making some very violent movement there. In a way that you might recognize dogs sometimes do, okay? Sometimes they also do that. Okay, and that's what happened to my chair from this robot. Thank you.
Your robot's trying to reproduce with the chair? That would make a scary offspring.
I do not want a chair vacuum. That would be a abomination of a child, okay? I would still love it. But, ugh. Actually, then again, why not turn chairs into vacuums as well, you know? Oh my gosh, could you imagine just going into the office and seeing chairs go around vacuuming up stuff? That would be kind of horrifying, but very efficient.
Yeah, probably. I could see it actually for like a barber chair if it had a vacuum built in. That would be kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. Yes, but also horrifying. Could you imagine being like a child sitting there? Your hair gets cut off and, you know, the barber shows all of your hair around the chair and then suddenly loud sound. It's all gone.
Yeah.
How do you even react? Is it like, is that cool? Or is it like maybe the barber's chair will eat me too? I could imagine having nightmares from that.
Are you going to now?
Probably not.
Oh, alright. Well, I'm too late.
By the way, yeah, Time Wanderer has started doing the strat of rather than trying each of the vertical bars individually, getting a timing so that you can go under all of them at the same time. And I think that is a good strat to have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the robot's knocking things over now. Stop it. I know I'm not paying attention to you, but just stop it.
See, you don't even need a cat. You have a robot to knock things over.
It's blocked the door. Like, it knocked a piece of wood in front of the door. It's not going to be hard to move, but I think it's trying to lock us in here until it eats us.
Can you just be like, Hey Google, don't eat us. Does that work?
I'm not going to say the phrase here because I have already made people's phones activate before, so... But
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think it's Justin's... No, our phones don't control the robot. We have a little remote control, but if we left it out there and it locks us in, there's no way we're getting out. Except Justin has a lockpick now. We could pick the lock. Oh, actually, this side, you don't need to. You can just turn the little thingy and that unlocks the door. Well, never mind.
Well, for practice, you could pick the lock.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we've been looking at just having some hobby lock picking, and it's a lot of fun. Also, actually legal here in some places it's not, but it is just kind of fun to dink around and open little locks. Gives you something to do with your hands. If you're like watching something, you can just be like, can I pick this lock? Doo, doo, doo.
Our local hacker collective has courses on lockpicking.
Ooh. Yeah, we've got the MIT manual.
Oh, well, you know it's got to be good then.
Well, yeah, they show you all the different types of locks and stuff. And then there's the lockpicking lawyer on YouTube, who is pretty cool.
There's also I saw a game that's Safe Cracker.
I saw that on Steam. Oh, no. Was it part of the itch.io bundle for the Ukraine?
Yeah.
Because if so, I own that now. I bought the Ukraine bundle.
It was an insane amount of games. It's like over 900 games.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. A lot of them are repeats from the previous bundle that they had out there, but I don't even care. Like, it's going for a good cause, and the new games that are in the bundle are definitely worth it. So, everybody, we have about 5 minutes left. Still, this match is not over till it's over. Genie has managed to make it to stage 2. Time Wanderer still has not seen that. And honestly, the sheer difficulty of dealing with the speed that they have been forced to play in, you know, it's kind of understandable that Time Wanderer hasn't made it there. I don't know if I would be able to get through this to level 2.
I certainly wasn't. I didn't even know if it was possible.
You didn't know if it was possible?
I mean, I figured if it's possible, one of them will do it.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair thing to say. Yeah, and we tend, because this is what we call the mutually assured destruction, we gave them something that normally we would consider a nuke. A nuke in the Kuso6rande terms is essentially a game that nobody really wants to play and nobody really wants to watch. But, you know, we have it there just in case somebody has made us angry enough. And so, you know, these players have been granted a nuke in this case, and this is definitely one of those. Crazy Sunshine Genie is in the lead due to making it to level 2 at one point. And Time Wanderer has not made it there yet. That is the difference. Time Wanderer has gotten 9 out of 10 gems in level 1. Yeah, getting to winner's final makes us plenty mad. Oh, we're so angry that people are playing in the tournament.
How dare they win?
Yeah.
I do everything I can to prevent anybody from winning, and yet they make it this far. Although I believe this is the first time Time Wanderer has gotten a game from me.
It might be. I wouldn't say that this is the most notable game that you've given out. You have had plenty of classics. And by the way, Jeff, I love that the Peach the Lobster devs have actually like
Oh, yes.
reached out to me on Twitter, and we talked a little bit. And they are making a remaster of Peach the Lobster.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I am
really
so
about
excited for that. Yeah.
It's got to be strange to make something a really long time ago, particularly in DOS Game Maker.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
and then like, decades later, it's like, wow, people are kind of into it. That's really cool.
Yeah, we've got a very peculiar group here. But honestly, you know, I have nothing but love for indie devs. You can, like, as long as you are a decent person, I don't care what you make, I'm probably gonna love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's-
everybody make games that you want to make, because somebody will play them. Somebody. You know, not every game is for everybody. Not all games are going to end up being polished pieces of art. But you know what? For every diamond out there, there's plenty of agate. And we need that too,
yeah.
you know?
I don't know what for, but yeah, we do.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
Not like-
it is.
Yeah, it's
I mean, on the
not,
inside,
like,
it is.
super
On the
cool.
outside, it
Yeah,
just
it's
looks
okay.
like rock.
Yeah, it looks like
Or-
rock. Yeah. And look, I've got this Jasper crystal skull on my desk, and it's awesome, okay? It's not like, you know, they didn't make a crystal skull out of a diamond, and that's okay. Not every skull has to be a diamond.
Is it lead?
Oh my gosh! Time Wanderer through! Up to level 2! You better hurry! What?
So it's how many diamonds they get?
Oh my gosh, can Time Wanderer get... I don't know. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, 2 diamonds? 3 diamonds? Is that enough? Is that a lead change?
3 diamonds. Okay. I'll have to ask our ref. I didn't notice how many... I actually don't
What?
know if...
Did Gene get 3? That's the question. Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. That is time. I don't know. That was an amazing ending. Time Wanderer is saying, I'm done.
I don't know if Gene Genie's was local recorded or if we saw that on stream.
I did see level 2 on stream. Okay. It looks like Gene Genie, you're here. Hello there.
Hi.
So, guess what?
This game is bad.
Time Wanderer in the last 20 seconds got 3 gems on level 2.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
That was amazing. Like, I hadn't seen exactly how many gems that you got, but hoo boy, if you hadn't gotten those before, Time Wanderer would have had the comeback of the century. That was amazing. That got so exciting at the end.
This game is pain.
Good.
Yeah.
How could you do this, Jeff?
I mean, how could I not do it? You'd be really disappointed in me otherwise.
Yeah, like this round is called Mutually Assured Destruction for a reason. And this is, like, not... Like, I feel like the game at the normal speed would kind of be a fun little jaunt, you know? Maybe still difficult, but doable. However, at this speed, it's just absolutely ludicrous. And
But
honestly, I
it
feel
caught
like...
on stream missed thing.
What's that?
Did my furthest progress actually get caught on stream?
I believe it did get caught on stream. Yes, we did see you make it to level 2. Time Wanderer, I was freaking out there at the end. Let me tell you.
I was too, and I wish I would have realized that the best strategy for clearing the last quarter of that stage is just throw yourself at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I keep second guessing myself whenever I get back there. It's like, no, I did it once. Why aren't I doing the same thing again?
Because there's no like actual consistency to it. It's just like you kind of have to roll the dice and hope it works out. Like the frames are so fast, it's like beyond human reaction speed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This feels like a lot of dice rolls.
Yeah, playing a game like that, it makes me think a lot of learning how to run Snoopy, and rather than learning how to react to things, you sort of have to learn buffering, or like pay attention a little bit to the timing and pray that you get it right based off of the timing that worked once for you. And honestly, Time Wander, you got the hang of that at the end. Genie was doing that for a while earlier as well, and I think that's really what gave Genie the edge, you know.
I kept feeling like my inputs were being eaten as well.
Yes, I agree with that also. Did you also have like a lot of trouble getting the door key?
Door key, not too bad.
Oh. Because that was like
setup.
I think that was probably the thing that walled me the most of anything in the like in the whole thing. It's just getting that door key on the top right. I just could not get it to go.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure why it was necessarily more difficult for you, but I feel like one thing that this game was missing, and maybe that actually helped, is that whenever you held left or right, correct me if I'm wrong, it acted more like a scroller, like the way that your cursor scrolls in text. You know, it moves one letter, pauses, and then
That's how that's how it behaves.
So basically, it acts with a typing delay, so that that's what I thought.
That's why you need at least one space buffer to get over some of those fountains.
Yeah, and I feel like that dealing with that is always very difficult when it comes to a platformer. Let me tell you, yeah, the keyboard repeat system. However, it also helps a little bit as a buffer in some places, which I feel at the end of stage 1 is what allowed both of you to manage to actually beat it once. You know,
I mean, I guess that's the best way to describe this game. It's a text document that wants to kill you.
I love that. Well, you know, Time Wanderer, you're definitely not out. You know, it's your first loss of the bracket. You still have a very high chance of making it to the very finals. Will you be back to face Genie in the grand finals? Maybe.
I look at it like I just get to play another match now.
That's good. Unfortunately, it's also going to be a very, 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 very bad game.
I still can't believe I made it this far. In winner's side at that.
Yeah, Genie, you're in the grand finals. You've made it.
Yeah, congrats.
Seriously, congrats. That is huge. That is so cool. I'm really excited. Did I put you... Let me see how my brackets...
I think
the
nobody
Gist
has
of
here.
The Gist of G's. I looked at it and it gave me a bad gateway. Bad gateway. Bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be anywhere like accurate for anything here. All right. Well, we've got one other match coming up, so we'll go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much, Genie and Time Wanderer, and thank you, Jeff, for giving out this game, which honestly, Darren, wherever you are, if you're watching this stream later, thank you for making the game. We had a lot of fun.
I would say thank you, Jeff, but I did not have a good time.
If you turn
That's all the thanks I need.
If you turn the game speed down to like minimum, it's a video game.
Yeah.
And it's actually not bad.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna go and play it, you should probably do that. Yeah.
Also, can I real quick before I go?
Sure. Oh, yes. This is important.
Yeah, so next weekend, next Sunday the 20th at probably 2 p.m. I haven't confirmed that yet, but it'll be early afternoon. I'm doing a charity stream on my channel for care.org. They're taking care of Ukrainian war refugees, people who are having trouble getting out of harm's way, and people who are, relocating, trying to get them set up with emergency supplies and things like that. I'm planning on doing a stream that is a shuffler of all of the games that I have had in the gauntlet stage of Kuso6rande this year and last, just thrown into a shuffler.
Oh no.
Are you sure?
Why would you do
idea?
that to yourself? I mean, for charity, I suppose. That's
charity.
a decent reason. Yeah, for charity. Okay.
So,
yeah.
not so much a call to, self-promote, check out my channel, but, you can. We'll have a good time, but also just, care.org. If you want to just go donate to care.org, because to that cause, to take care of people who are fleeing the violence in Ukraine right now. That's I just wanted to say that we're doing that on Sunday the 20th.
Yeah, so while Kuso6rande has not officially checked with any of the charities that you might be involved with, seriously, it probably is worth your time to go and check out what they are doing, check out what this charity is, and I think any way to support refugees is likely going to be a good way. Seriously, thank you so much, Time Wanderer.
Thank you for letting me plug that. I will go now.
All right, take care, all of you. See you later.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Well, everybody, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Let me run a quick ad, and we will be right back with the second game of today. Oh, seriously, I am very excited. I have had such a good day, and everybody, thank you so much for all of the support that you have thrown here, including the raid by StreamHatman, the resubscription by McJohnson. Bubbles, thank you for following. It's just nice to have you all here. Now, we do give out over $2,000 worth of prizes, so everything that you do give does help support me, especially since I've had a lot of unexpected medical bills at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. Yeah. But I think I am starting to get to the point where I can cover some bills and maybe make a little bit more money. Everything that you do helps a lot. Seriously, thank you, everybody.